Hello everybody, my name is Mike Demaro and I want to talk about a serious topic on this video. It is called driving a car and using your cell phone at the same time. You know, it is dangerous to use your cell phone while driving, and it is very important that I get this message out to you because what happened to me, I don't want happening to you as well. You know, I was the type of person who would text while driving, call while driving, use the phone while driving, you know. But here's the thing. I had my phone as my best friend. You know, I couldn't leave anywhere without that telephone. But yet, when you're driving, it can be your worst enemy as well. You know, when you're driving a car, your car is your friend. Your cell phone is your enemy. The radio can be your enemy as well. Distracted driving is an enemy to your car. And if you distract driving, then you will get involved in an accident. You will look away from the road, and you can end up in an auto accident, you know. But yeah, I was the type of person that would use their cell phone while driving, yes. And I texted while driving, and I used it to make phone calls and all that, All that changed, though. February 8th, 2013, I was coming home from the state fair in Tampa. Not a mile into the trip back, I saw all these lights on the highway, like the brake lights. So I had to exit off. I exited off, right? To avoid all that traffic. Yet, I was trying to call 511. Next thing I know, boom. I had to put the brake on and it crashed. My car crashed into the car right in front of me. And not only I was glad to survive it, I thought it was the end of the world for me. I had a cut on my thumb, and I also had a mark on my chest here from the seatbelt and the airbag. I was pretty glad I was wearing my seatbelt as well. But the cause of the crash is me using a cell phone. Cell phones have gotten way too powerful, and the technology on them is way advanced. It's like, why do you use a cell phone while driving? Some states, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, DC, California, Oregon, Washington, all those states have banned the use of a cell phone while driving. There are several states, including my home state of Massachusetts, that have banned texting while driving. That crash not only lost my car, but it took almost $600 for me to have the car towed to the car place that night, the towing yard. And then 2 days later, for the car to be towed from the towing yard 50 miles to my home. Not only that, but I received a $150 citation for careless driving. Plus, there were points that were added onto the license because of the actions that I took to make a phone call to 511 to see how traffic was going to be up the road. And for me not paying attention to the car in front of me. But here's the thing too. I was shooken up from that accident. I was freaking out. I was trying to find, where's my cell phone? Where's my cell phone? I have to call my mom and dad. I have to call my mom and dad and tell them what was going on. You know? I know at the time when I got the citation that I was real upset and shucking up already. I was like, is this punishing enough to me? Here's the thing. I'm probably am thankful that I was cited. It taught me a lesson. It taught me a lesson that I want to pass to you guys. Cell phones and driving do not mix. I don't care what you do. You know? You cannot use a cell phone while driving. You need to use your eyes. These things. Pay attention to the road in front of you. You cannot use a cell phone while driving. You do use a cell phone while driving, then chances are you're probably going to be ending up in an accident. I don't want anybody else to end up in an accident like I did. You know? But when I was cited, I had the option of taking the school so I could get the points off my license. I did take the school. And I was very glad I did. Because it taught me not to use a cell phone while driving as well. You know? And they cause crashes. If you take your eyes off the road, then chances are you're going to get into an accident. I don't care whose fault it is. You will get into an accident. Most likely your fault, though. You know? You see, these things, phones, they're dangerous while driving. Do not use it while driving. You know? I don't want you guys ever using a cell phone while driving. I'll be happy the day that, you know, that the cell phone ban is used all across this country for every single driver. You know? And texting while driving needs to go away too. It needs to be outlawed. It needs to be banned. I don't care. I don't care whether you're 17 or 77. Cell phones while driving needs to go away. Texting while driving needs to go away. You know? And I feel that cell phones while driving should be going away. You know, I was not the one that, I was the person that wanted to keep use of cell phones while driving. But this crash, this accident, is painful enough that cell phones while driving are way dangerous. They are too dangerous to use. I don't care if you have a smartphone or a dumb phone. Cell phones while driving are not good. I don't care. You know, I'm a pretty good driver. And, you know, I lost my car. So I haven't been driving for like a month. And, you know, and here's a line I want to say to you. Traffic crashes do not happen by chance. It is a consequence of unsafe driving practices. You know? That's how traffic accidents happen. You know? Me using a cell phone while driving is not good. You know? And here's the thing. 5% of drivers use cell phones. 672,000 drivers at any time of day. You know, that is like crazy, you know? And I learned that from the driving school I went to. You know? And I'm glad I took that driving school, you know? And here's another thing, too, that I got on here. Consequences, driving while texting. Weaving, speeding, driving too slow, failure to maintain position within a lane of travel, following too closely. In 2009, 5,474 were killed in crashes due to distracted driving. 20% of crashes were distracted driving. Under 20 age group, 16% involved in fatal crashes due to distracted driving. Cell phone while driving was 18% of fatalities of distracted driving. Distractions are almost limited. Examples of distractions: using cell phone to call or text, using navigation system, use of tablet, use of e-reader, applying makeup or shaving, reading, attention to non-driving tasks outside vehicle. You know? It occurs when motorists think something other than driving. You know? That's some of the stats I wanted to share with you about that. Now, before I leave you, I want to share you a slideshow of photos. These photos were taken a couple of days after the accident. And what you see here, I don't want it to happen to you. You see? That was the front of my car in the accident. You see? And the headlight was cracked there. And the hood is bent. Radiator, you need a new radiator. You know? Look at it. Look at the damage. You're thinking, how could someone who was driving using a cell phone cause this much accident? You know? And look at the airbags went off. You know? You know, this is caused by using a cell phone while driving. Look at it. I don't want anybody else to deal with this. Nobody else should. You see the hood dented and all that? Unbelievable, huh? And you need a new bumper and probably a new body towards the front of the car. It's like, you know, you need to be careful while driving. You know? I don't want anybody else to deal with an accident like I did. Please, do not use a cell phone while driving. It is too dangerous. It is too dangerous for you to use a cell phone while driving, and I'm glad that you guys got to see the pictures of it. And I'm telling you right now, I better not see you using a cell phone while driving. If I'm in that car with you, or that bus, or that truck, doesn't matter. If I see you using a cell phone while driving, I don't want you using it. Find another way to use it. I don't care. Because nobody should be going through what I had to deal with on February 8th, 2013. Nobody else should. And I don't want anybody else to. I'm going to be on the fight here to get Florida to ban texting while driving. And I'm also going to get Florida, try to get Florida, to ban using a cell phone while driving. Nobody should deal with what I had to deal with back on February 8th. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your age limit is. And if you're a teenager thinking about using a cell phone while driving, think again. Turn it off while you drive. Anybody using a cell phone, turn it off while driving. There is no need to use a cell phone while driving. I don't care who you are, how old you are, the type of driving you are, the driving skills you have. I don't care if you've been driving for 6 months or 60 years. Put away that cell phone. While you're driving the car is the most important thing right now. The road ahead of you is very important. A cell phone is not important while driving. Please, put away your cell phone, turn it off, and don't let it be a distraction while driving. I thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you learned something from this, and I don't want anybody else to be in an accident like I had and worry about what I had to deal with. I thank you very much.